Or something over there. That'll be great.
Turn it
up! Turn it up, everybody! Monster, yo, baby. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Winner's Low. Let's go! Let's go! Presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app. Use the promo code DNVR365. Choose your offer. Find out why. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Did we hit a triple-double bet tonight?
We did hit the triple-double bet. I locked it tonight.
That was like 2 hours ago, wasn't it?
I can't even remember.
I mean, we never have to sweat that one.
Did not have to sweat it at all. We're also not in the Toyota Lounge today because we're in the studio because there's a club going on downstairs.
Dude, Club DNVR's in session.
I had no idea.
Club DNVR going up on a Wednesday. We had to move over to the studio.
Everybody knows.
Project X.
Everybody knows the best club night is Wednesday night. It's the best night. That's the night you go out.
Fellas night, actually, is Wednesday night. Fellas night.
122-112. Nuggets get the win over the Miami Heat. Jokic was an absolute monster. And there's some good stuff to talk about. Harrison wins here.
This was one of those games, man. I had so much fun watching this game. I can't wait to talk about it.
It was a fun one, man, because Jokic was wheeling and dealing. Superstar Dev.
That record just looks so good now. Like it looks
5-2?
so good to be 5-2.
It is good. Yeah, that's a very strong record. Let's give a fast breakdown here. I promise it'll be fast. First note does not tell a story tonight, really. Nuggets were in zone, and Norman Powell had it going early. He had 9 quick points right off of that. Got fouled on a 3, knocked down a 3. He just was getting easy buckets out of Denver zone. But both teams were scoring a lot. And if you remember that first quarter, very clunky. Lots of fouls and free throws. And so the game just kind of didn't really have a rhythm. Tim Hardaway Jr., though, had a 3-pointer at the buzzer, which is why the Nuggets took a 36-33 lead at the end of it. Second quarter bench started hot. Tim Hardaway Jr. was scoring. P. Watt was grabbing boards. That was a theme that continued all game. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Bam Adebayo was listed as questionable. He did not return to this game, and that changed the entire game. I think it probably would have gone more or less how it did, but it changed the way it got there. He took a 9-0 run. Denver, this reminds me a lot of the Sacramento game in that Denver kept being right on the cusp of blowing the doors off, and they would give up things like a 9-0 run, 10-0 run. But they had to go super tiny, Dev, because they had Kel'el Ware out there for a while. He needed a break. Bam Adebayo's not there, so Jokic checks back in. They didn't have anybody.
Dominated inside. Dominated.
They had Johnson.
It wasn't close.
They had Johnson. Rashad Johnson? Is that what it was?
No, we don't know the name.
We don't know.
Call him Johnson.
Nuggets were crushing the offensive boards. It was 13-0. Denver in offensive rebounding at one point. It was a great run to end the half, and the Nuggets go up 68-60. In the third quarter, though, it was just absolute bully ball from Denver. Aaron Gordon, Jokic, they just were too big for these dudes. I mean, honestly, not really a fair fight tonight. But the Nuggets kept getting lazy. Every time they'd get up, they'd be like, all right, we got it. Jamal Murray, I thought, in particular, very lazy tonight. Nuggets gave up a run, then they responded with a run. But at the end of the third quarter, Jokic seemed to want to make a point of like, I'm going to put this game away personally. He was wheeling and dealing. He was scoring. 101-86 Nuggets going into the fourth. Bench had no energy, though.
0.
What happened to the non-Jokic minutes? What's going on here? Lead got down to 10. Jokic had to come back in. What did he do?
Dominated, I'm sure. I'm sure he dominated.
Jokic dominated.
The answer is always Jokic. We know
Jokic.
that.
Jokic had a dominant second quarter, dominant third quarter, dominant fourth quarter, en route to his 33 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists, helping the Nuggets get an easy win. All right, Red Hawk Roofing, big takeaways. Superstar Dev, start us off.
My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway in this one is it feels so damn good to have an identity in the second unit. They have a score for the first time in what feels like forever. A consistent score in Tim Hardaway Jr.
18.
He went 7 of 12 from the field, 4 of 9 from the from beyond the arc, and he also is earning minutes with the starters because of how he's scoring. Every single time that he gets the ball, good things happen because he's letting it fly. And then to top it off, there's a backcourt duo of him and Peyton Watson who just look extremely good right now. That's the reason that they're able to pull away in these games. It just feels good to have a bench right now, honestly.
And it's funny because we've talked about this before, and we'll make a point to get to this later. It's not even the non-Jokic minutes. They were rough tonight. -8, when Jokic was off the court, which isn't horrible, but it's certainly not good. But it's the blending lineups that work. And those two guys, when you can sub them in and they get to play with some starters, it just really hums. Absolutely good takeaway.
Yeah. I can't believe you left it for me, Dev. My Red Hawk Roofing takeaway is that...
Big takeaway.
My Red Hawk Roofing big
There it
takeaway.
is.
This was one of those nights where you're like, I can't believe I get to watch this dude play basketball. I can't believe I get to watch Nikola Jokic play every single night, because tonight was an absolute clinic. I mean, what he finished with 33, 15 and 16 and 3 steals. And what was different about tonight than some other just, monster Jokic games, he had this... Like, he was in this mood tonight.
Almost disrespectful.
He was in this mood that you rarely see him in, where
Playful.
Every time he got the ball, you're like, okay, here comes the pass of the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had a couple of them tonight. And then, of course, like, his teammates ruined 3 or 4 other what could have been passes of the year.
Can't believe it.
There were some all-timers tonight, but he was just in this mood where, all right, they're playing zone. I know exactly what's going to happen. I know exactly whichever way every defender on the court's going to move. And you just thought something amazing was coming every single time he had the ball. And that's kind of what happened. He had this like nonchalant to him tonight, but he was still so dialed in. It was incredible. And again, man, it was just one of those nights where you're like, how'd I wind up here just being able to watch this dude?
No, really.
Every single game. Like, what?
He has some special moments in this game.
Yeah.
And also it takes you back to like those special moments across all sports. Like every single time Ohtani goes to the plate, everybody pulls out their camera because they're ready.
Yeah.
They know something wild is about to happen.
Yep.
When Mike Tyson's about to fight, I'm expecting like everybody's like, at any moment, like they're just so dialed in. That's how it felt in the third quarter specifically, where he's just trying passes.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like he was trying to force him. It was like, no, I'm just gonna see what happens here. He had that left behind the back pass that was incredible. He had a behind the back to
Over the
to
head,
Christian.
over the shoulder.
He had the over the shoulder. He had a whip, like a taken bullet type of pass to Aaron Gordon where he dunks the ball. I'm like, what are you doing? And he got robbed of about 6
he should have had 20 assists tonight. Easy. He should have had a 30-20-10 game with the 20 being the assist.
We were talking about on the watch along. It would have been so cool because he has a 30-20-10 game with rebounds. Yeah. And it would have been so cool to get a 30-20-10 game with 20 assists. You get it both ways. Would have been incredible.
That left-handed behind the back.
Just so easy.
Bounce pass to Christian Braun on the run?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Put through to 2 defenders.
Are you
just
kidding?
Perfectly, yeah. He was
Of course,
unbelievable
Christian
tonight.
missed the layup.
Yeah. Honestly, the highlight reel tonight, you're not going to get the full experience because you missed a lot of his best ones tonight. Did not
A lot of
finish
his best ones will get lost to time.
The alley-oop to Peyton Watson wasn't that it was a crazy pass. It was a good pass, but it was a great move to get open, and then he just threw it. Like, to your point, tonight, he was so in his bag that Yoke throws some of these passes that he was throwing tonight when he is like really sure. You know what I mean? It's like because some of them were just good passes because they had to be, but some of them were like, I could make the easy one, but I'm going to do the whoop.
I'm telling you, it was every possession. You're like, all right, here comes the no look.
Then there was that pass.
Okay, here's comes something just ridiculous.
There was that pass from Jamal where he grabbed it with one hand and like went right up.
Oh yeah.
He was truly in his bag in this one.
He was
having fun.
You know what I think it was is that he was, and some of this is they were very compromised without Bam. I think they were compromised with Bam, because even Bam's not that big, but he's a defender, When he went down, they just had no one, and I think it was so easy for him that literally every play down, it wasn't like he had to think the game. He's like, I know exactly what to do. I go here, they're going to come here, there it is. He was amazing tonight, man. He really, truly carried them, and it was one of those performances that you're just like you said, thankful you get to watch him. My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway, since you guys are all having fun over here, I'll go positive.
There you go.
I'll go positive. It's segment 1. We're going to go positive. Nuggets are 5-2, and they have 4 blowout wins this year. Already 4 blowout wins, or 5? Is it 5 blowout wins? No, they have 1 close game. I mean, Even the last game where they won by 6 points was not really 6. It was really a 10-point win until they
all their wins have felt like they've had it in the bag pretty much the whole way.
There's so much you can count on with the Nuggets that is not where we expect it to be. There's a lot of things. And yet, just by virtue, to your point of having this deeper stable of players you can go to, the Nuggets they still in the complete non-Jokic minutes are starting to falter a little bit. They got to clean that up. But in every other combination, it just feels like you're going to win those minutes. And when that happens, you're always up 10, 15. I'm mad that the Nuggets didn't push 15 to 25 tonight, but that's so much better than not pushing 2 points to 8 points. Denver has a lot of room to grow, but yet their floor as of 7 games in is really strong. And it's almost underrated because we keep focusing our energy and our attention on certain things, when rightfully so. They're big things for the big question later on. But the Nuggets at step 2 out of 10 are already just smacking teams, especially at home.
Yeah. And I mean, for us, them having a competent bench, it certainly made the game more fun to watch. It's made the game like more enjoyable to watch. You're not dreading the non-Jokic minutes like you've done for the last couple of years. I've got to think that also is the case for the team.
Yeah.
And the coaching staff, they're probably a little more relaxed. Just when the bench is on the court, they probably have a little more confidence than they did last year when Jokic isn't out there. And like that seems how they're playing. The bench, thinking back to last season, man, the bench, it was obviously terrible, but they played so uptight, They were so afraid of making a mistake.
Yeah.
Because they knew the narrative. How many guys said last year, like, yeah, I know everybody thinks we can't, carry the water when Jokic is off the court. Like they knew, and they played like it. One mistake and everybody's hanging their heads, looking over to the sideline. When am I going to get pulled? Now that everybody knows they've got a competent second unit, they're just playing basketball.
Yeah, to stick on that second unit, it feels like nobody's in a box. Like they have the guys that want to get out and try to score or try to shoot, or there's no limit on what they're doing. Tim Hardaway Jr., he's going to let it fly whenever he touches the ball. Peyton Watson, at times that you have to ask him to reel it in because he's ready to just go, but now he's making up for it on the defensive end. Bruce Brown is on the loose. Brucey on the loose. That's just who he is. And then Valanciunas just brings you a element of everything right now. So they have the guys where you don't make a mistake because they are, vets. You're not you're not hanging your head on anything because you have the bodies to make up for it. And then you put in a starter, no matter who the starter is, for the stagger, and it just works. So they really do have something with that second unit that they continue to build on, and they're still learning each other, and it looks really good. But I just love how unlimited that second unit can be at times.
I say all these good things we're saying about the team. The point for me tonight, and this is a double-edged sword, we'll get to the negative part of it on the other side, but the positive side is it's good to know, not that anybody ever doubted, that Jokic can still carry this team when other guys don't have it. This was a carry job tonight where it was like, all right, they're small, I'm going to take over. And that's part of what you were talking about. He was aggressive, but also fun. And it just was so easy. And you're reminded that, playoff Jokic, like when the games really matter, Jokic can do this, 33, 15, and 16, and just make it look very routine.
And it wasn't even just like with the 33 points. 33 game high.
18 shots only, by the way.
12 of 18, 2 of 5 from 3, so he missed 3 shots from 2. But it was just the passing and the facilitating and just the command of the game that he had.
By the way, 3 steals too, so had a little bit of everything going on. Adelman has said that he doesn't want to go to Jokic in the post. He was in the post a lot tonight.
I mean, for good reason.
Yes. There was a mismatch.
They had Johnson on him.
Who?
Johnson.
What do you mean?
That's who was guarding him.
No, but who's which one?
Kashad.
There it is.
Kashad Johnson.
Oh yeah. Where's he from?
He's from Arizona.
Oh, from Arizona. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
He was amazing, man.
Via Oakland.
Why don't we go to a break just a hair early here today? On the other side, let's start to break down. I want to talk about Jamal Murray. Cam Johnson he keep having the same Cam Johnson game every game. We'll talk about that, as well as Christian Braun, who did some nice stuff, and Peyton Watson.
Shout out to Dick's Sporting Goods. I mean, this is awesome, man. Like, we have our DNVR gear at Dick's Sporting Goods in Colorado. Of course, they got all the top brands, Nike, Adidas, so many others. Now they carry DNVR. DNVR shirts, hats are there. Get your gear fast with free curbside pickup at your nearest store or easy shipping from Dix.com because every single season starts at Dix. And I was just in one the other day, their Cherry Creek location. They have so much cool stuff. You know, whatever sport you're into, whatever gear you're trying to buy, Dix, they've got you covered. And you can pick up some DNVR gear as well at Colorado Dix locations. They've got all the brands, Nike, Adidas Originals, FP Movement. And of course, they've got DNVR baseball, football, soccer, basketball, golf. Great golf section at Dix, by the way. Whatever you need for your weekend, for your tailgate, they've got you covered. You can get curbside pickup, get your gear fast at your nearest store, or you can ship from Dix.com. Every single season starts at Dix. Also, shout out to our friends over at Gold Crown Foundation. I played Gold Crown growing up, 7th and 8th grade and 6th grade, I think, heading into high school. So if you have a kid who wants to play, competitive basketball in a great league, maybe play for their feeder team going into high school, check out Gold Crown. They've got divisions for 4th through 8th grade teams, feeder teams, gold, silver, bronze, club teams as well. And you play in high school gyms all around the state. You play at the Gold Crown Fieldhouse as well. Really fun place to play. So if you have a kid who might be interested, in playing basketball competitively, and they're, in that 4th through 8th grade range, check out Gold Crown. If you grew up here, you might have played it as well. GoldCrownFoundation.com. You can learn more and scan that QR code right there on the screen. GoldCrownFoundation.com.
I'm going to be at Gold Crown likely on Saturday morning.
Really? Oh, nice.
Tournaments.
Tournament time.
Guys?
Pretty good tournaments.
All right.
Gold Crown is where everything happens. It's a great place.
This comes courtesy of friend of the show, Jake Coyne. Tonight was Nikola Jokic's 78th career game, leading both teams in points, rebounds, and assists. That's the most such games by any player since the 1976 NBA-ABA merger. 10 more than the closest player, LeBron, at 68.
He just does.
That's a good stat.
That is a good.
That's a good one.
You're going to watching some high school hoops this weekend. That's like high school stats when you lead a team, and when it's like that guy was the most score rebounder. I love passer.
The leading team, leading league, leading playoffs in points, rebounds, assists.
Yeah.
That is like the top stat.
That guy is for sure better than everyone else out there every single time when you're watching it in high school. To see it in the NBA where there's so many specialists. There are guys that you put on the floor just to rebound, just to score, just for assists. He's bringing every element, and he's the best at every element. That does not make sense. This is the best league in the world. How do you say he's not the best player in the world? You're lying to yourself.
It's so funny, man. The MVP. I will say this about MVP because it's way
MVP
too
talk?
It's way too early to really care or get into this. But Shea's having an incredible year. Luka's having an incredible year. Wemby's having a good year, although maybe slowing down just a little tiny bit. Giannis is having an incredible year. Giddy's in the conversation.
He's definitely in the conversation.
There are some guys that are just having some pretty monster years so far. It's kind of neat to see. Let's get to Jamal Murray's night. 14 points, 4 of 15 shooting, 3 assists, 1 of 8 from the 3-point line. Kind of a rough night for him. And what I hate to say is this is now, I think, 4 games in a row where he just has kind of had heavier legs than he did in the first 3. I mean, look, the Nuggets are winning. I'm not going to rag on it. But tonight, a lot of the times when Miami went on a run, Murray was kind of out there just like, you're like, hey, carry, let's go. This is your point to kind of get going. And it almost seemed like he didn't want it tonight, Dev. Like to carry, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, he started out so high and then reality kicked in. It was good to see him, push for a while, but then one thing happens where he gets dinged up and they don't rest him. And then he plays shitty for a while. This was a game that he really pressed in. And I think that's where the issue came. He went 1 of 8 from beyond the arc, and that's by forcing every single shot. He had a couple of, open ones, but they didn't fall. But then he also dribbled the air out of the ball. He could not get going at all against Donovan Mitchell. His nickname is Off Night, and guess what Jamal Murray had?
He had an off night.
Yeah. I don't understand why he wants to score so bad. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Get everyone else involved. Some nights you're gonna have it. But he tried to force his way back in this one as he's going through. I don't even know if you call it an injury, but being dinged up, and that's just not what you need right now. So Jamal needs to rest up. He needs to get himself right. I'm glad that they're still winning without him, but they have the bodies for him to take a night off every now and then.
It does feel like he can adjust his game to Dev's point. Like, okay, your Cav, you don't have that same explosiveness. Like, really set the table, really point guard this stuff and get it. But he kind of seems like he is out there. I'm just going to be in second gear tonight.
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little concerned. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I mean, these last two games have been, flashback to last year. These last two against Sacramento and now tonight. They won both games. It's awesome. Like, they don't
by a good margin.
Yeah, comfortably. The starters cooked. Like, they don't need Jamal to be all-star level in these types of games. We know that. Like, we knew that last year too. Well, maybe they needed him a little more last year than this year. But yeah, I mean, he hasn't had the legs these last couple games. The explosiveness from the first few games of the season hasn't been there. The shake, just the pace he's played with, hasn't been quite the same. So yeah, I mean, definitely concerning. Like, he looks like the guy he was last year instead of, the guy he was in the first couple games. These last few
25, 23, 43. That's how he started the year. Then 17, 22, 15, 14. So it's 3 out of his last 4 games under 20 points. Now,
I mean, the guy who scored 43 points against Minnesota looks completely different dude than who was out there tonight.
Yeah.
I want to say he does look like a different person. He's just not making shots, though. I think that is what the difference is. Because when he's making
the
shots,
wiggle, though, has there been like the plays? Because that's what he was doing earlier. Was he was just getting into his
for sure. But when the shots are falling, that's when he looks his best. When they're not falling, it looks bad. Like in this game, he had 14. If he makes 2 more threes, it looks like he's having a good game. 19, 21 points. Yeah. I just think that. I really think it's the long-term look of it all. Don't play through injuries like early in the season, because then you get into a spot later, or you find yourself in a rut, or you're playing through more injuries instead of sitting at times. Right now they have a good record. Hopefully they continue to win, where he looks and says, hey, this is a good spot to rest guys for a little bit. I don't think
it's going to be the next game. They have Golden State coming to town. Yes. That's a cup game. We all know how important that is.
Yeah, but this could have been a game that you do that. Or the last game was not a great game. There are times in the schedule that you can sit. When you look at the Wizards, maybe that's a night that you don't truly need.
Well, they might need him in that one too.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, there are times that you should, if you're dinged up, and that's for anybody, not just Jamal, but he has a history of going through this and playing through these injuries, and he doesn't look good when he plays through the injuries.
He is missing shots, but just the eye test and how he's moving, like that, honestly, more than him making shots in those first few games, it was, wow, he's playing so quick out there.
Yeah.
He's getting by dudes. He's got so much shake to his game. He's playing fast. And that part has just been missing these last few. And he's also missed the shots too.
Aaron Gordon also had a size mismatch tonight, and it looked like it. 24 points, 6 rebounds. He did have assist, a steal. He shot 9 of 16 from the field, just 1 of 5 from 3, so the 3-point shot. I will say he had some very big, strong plays. Like, Aaron Gordon, from an athletic standpoint, still looks very strong. Like, if he can bully ball you, he had some really impressive, like, just Andrew Wiggins trying to guard him, just get off of me, to the cup. But the, straight line stuff to me is a little bit slower. Nonetheless, he was able to use his bully ball stuff tonight to have 24 points.
Yeah, they did in him and Jokic was just on a 2-man where they just were like, we're just going to dominate. We're going to play well. Yeah. And even you talk about that athleticism, that he was all the way up there. He's also very involved on rebounds right now. And the moment that they realized they had a mismatch, they attack Aaron Gordon on those mismatches. He lived for those moments of a guy that's too small for him, not athletic enough for him to be able to dominate. And he does. He had 24 points in the game, 9 of 16, very aggressive, and sometimes he just settles. This was a game that he did not settle, even though he is still trying to, knock down the 3-point shot. But he looks so confident in the 3-point shot right now that you'll take it. He's also knocking down free throws. So now when you're bully balling and you're knocking down the free throws, they can't elect to foul you every single time. I liked what I seen from Aaron Gordon in this game. Like, he continues to play well, even though the athleticism doesn't look the same.
Yeah. Well, the Heat,
Kale, do you see a shot chart I just sent you?
The Heat started this game small, and they got even smaller as the game went on when Bam got hurt.
Yeah.
But they started with Wiggins at the 4. And so right from the get-go, AG was like, oh, okay, I'm just going to go inside every single time.
Yeah.
And that was definitely a point of emphasis. Everybody was looking for him on those seals inside. I mean, he just ate down there.
Remember that dunk out of his hands when he grabbed it out of his hands?
Oh,
for the
that was
back?
insane, man.
That was vintage.
That was, you're right. It really was a rebound by someone else, grabbed it in the air and
It
finished
looked
it.
like the dunk contest when like the mascot has it.
exactly.
Like I've seen that. Yeah, he like grabbed it out.
That green
Usually he goes to the
mascot.
left.
Do you have his shot chart here? Just look at this thing, man. He had 1 3, and then everything else was right at the rim tonight. Look at that thing. That's his. I mean, he had misses, so he had some shots he missed, but the shots he made was dunk.
He's not exploring his game.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good point by Michael Porter Truther in the chat. He does seem slower than he has in years past, but he still has that burst and explosiveness when he wants it.
100%. All right, we have Brennan Vogt live from Ball Arena to give us sort of the inside scoop here, inside the locker room after the game. Well, Vogt, this one from our perspective looked like it was kind of easy. What did it look like from your perspective?
What did it look like from your perspective?
Easy. Yeah, easy. Coming to you live here, fellas, from a Ball Arena where a lot of points were just scored, and David Adelman was just waxing poetic about Nikola Jokic, reminding the fans, reminding us media to take it in while we can, because we are never going to see this again. It was a don't take Jokic for granted night here in Ball Arena. A little easy to do sometimes because he just seems to do it all the time. Tonight stood out, especially in his early start to the season.
Because he was doing it like he was a Harlem Globetrotter tonight. Like, he wasn't just dominating, he was having fun doing, like, he's putting flair on everything he did.
Having fun, getting saucy. You could say it was effortless, but don't say that because Jokic
Please
has it.
don't
Don't
say
say.
I wouldn't say that. I would not say that.
I'd go so far as to say it looked really hard for him out there. Is that what he wants? I don't know. He was really, really effective, guys. And in a game where the Miami Heat, a very athletic group, wanted to go small, David, it was paramount that they dominated the paint and the glass the way that they did. He pointed out the disparity between their offensive rebounds and their second chance points and said this could have been an even bigger night for us if we just cashed in on those. Like, we actually probably should have scored more. But yes, when they go small like that, they're running you, they're trying to exhaust you. You have to dominate in the paint. And he mentioned that Jokic did a pretty good job of that. I would agree. On Jokic, you know what, guys, it's really hard at this point, honestly, to ask questions about him. Like, we've asked so many ways about just how good he is, just how dominant he is. He was asked if how close this is to perfect from an offensive player, just playing perfectly. And Adelman said, the thing about Jokic is he was made to play against different defenses. He has a feel for space that I have never seen before. Listed a bunch of different defenses, says it doesn't matter what they try. His comfort level with how he sees the floor is second to none. And as I said, guys, he just encouraged us to enjoy it, to soak it in, because A, it's not going to last forever, and B, when it's over, we just won't see it again.
I think me and David Adelman had the same big takeaway tonight. I can't believe what I'm watching. Neither can David Adelman.
Okay.
It's just talking about how incredible Jokic was tonight, having fun with those passes. And then you look over and you see him I don't really know how to explain it other than just chilling. I mean, you'd never know that he had just had the kind of performance he did. But that's Jokic. He never gets too high. He never gets too low. He does get a lot of triple doubles. He got yet another one here in the third quarter. Tim Hardaway Jr. also popped off the bench again. David Adelman on Tim Hardaway Jr. got specific. He says, obviously, he spaces the floor so well. He's such a weapon. But more specifically, he said, he can get the shot off quickly and so easily. And he says that quick release is a big deal. Tim Hardaway Jr. really showing how easy it can be as a shooter in certain offenses when you don't overthink it. And that was kind of the theme of Tim Hardaway's presser. We spoke with him at the podium tonight as well. And, he was asked about his shot selection in Denver, how it juxtaposes with other stops in his career. And he kind of declined to... He kept it simple. He's like, look, man, when you're a shooter, sometimes you're open, sometimes you're contested. For Tim, I don't really think it makes much of a difference, guys. He's just going to let it fly no matter what. I asked him about that quick release and how important it is as a guy who has a reputation as a shooter in the NBA, he didn't, after Adelman was waxing poetic about that, Tim kind of waved that one off too. To him, this game is, I think, pretty simple, guys. He's looking to shoot the rock. I don't know if you're getting that impression as well. He did say, obviously, with guys like Murray and Jokic, that they have a lot of gravity. You're going to get a lot of open looks. So yeah, just let it fly. His perspective on Cam Johnson from one shooter to another, no different than everyone else's. Just that they're going to hit, they're going to fall. You just got to keep shooting them and not overthink it, right? And just play his game. Cam 2 of 5 from 3 tonight. That's obviously an improvement over some other performances. He got the one, and you heard the crowd pop, just a palpable sense of relief. The thing about Cam's poor start to the season, or relatively poor, I should say, is I don't think folks are eager to hammer him for it. I think everyone wants to celebrate Cam Johnson, really. And you got that sense in the arena tonight that as he hit a shot, the fans knew how big it was for him. You could tell there was a little sigh of relief there for him. So obviously 2 of 5, a little bit better, hoping it all comes together for Cam. And that's really it, guys, from the locker room. I'm going to get down there and try to hear from Jokic, who, just another night in the office, 33, 15, 6, 12 of 18 from the field. What are you going to do? I'm not going to call it effortless. That's all I'll say.
Good stuff, Vogt. Thank you so much.
Don't call it effortless. Whatever you do. Just don't call it effortless.
I would never call it that. Tonight was effortless, so I might actually.
It was pretty effortless. Let's not lie.
Let's take a break. On the other side, we got to get into a lot of other players. I want to talk about Peyton Watson too.
We will talk about him after we talk about Bet365. How'd we do on our bets tonight?
We did all right.
Jokic triple-double, the lock of night
We
hit.
got the lock of the night.
Yeah.
But Bam was out in the first.
Right. They should void that bet.
Yeah, well, good thing I never take the on the other side of things bet.
Bet365, an official partner of the Denver Nuggets. And you can bet along with us in the pregame lounge. Download the app, use the code DNVR365. You can use that QR code right there on the screen. You can put your phone up there, sign up, use the code DNVR365, because if you're a new user, you get $200 in bonus bets when you bet $5. Win or lose, sign up, use the code DNVR365, deposit $10, place a bet for $5 to get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins or loses. You can use those bonus bets on spread, totals, player props, futures, and more. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Must be 21 plus, physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or somebody knows a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. Also, Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. You know what's so cool about Toyota? We got a lot of tailgates up at CU. Broncos tailgate tomorrow at Mile High, Thursday Night Football. Toyota, they just gave us a truck with our logo on it, with the DNVR
awesome.
logo on it.
Super
It's
cool.
at all our tailgates.
Tacoma.
Sometimes I steal it from Spence and just drive it around during the day. Just kidding. No, I don't. But they have a vehicle for everybody. 2025 Tacoma. They got the Land Cruiser, 17 models available. All-wheel drive or four-wheel drive like the Epic 4Runner. Also, they have more low and zero emission vehicles combined than any other automaker. 16 different hybrids to choose from. Visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mount States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East and Aurora, Stevenson Toyota West and Lakewood. Toyota's a proud partner of the Denver Nuggets, the official vehicle of DNVR. Let's go places.
All right, back here, segment 3. They say however many likes this show will get right here, that's how many threes Cam Johnson will make this year. That's what they say.
Man.
They're saying that?
That's what they're saying. So I don't know what Nuggets fans want here. I think they
Pressure's
should get
on
it
the
up.
chat.
Get those likes up so he can make some threes. Let's go to Cam Johnson. 9 points tonight. He took 10 shots, 3 of 10, 2 of 5 from the 3-point line, which is good. I mean, 40%. But Dev, it kind of feels like the same game. Where it's like there are a couple of these little moments. Like he had a little 5-point run today where you're like, all right, okay. But outside of that, kind of the same.
It was great to see a spurt from him in this game. And also, there was a moment in this game that the cameraman panned on into him after he got it blocked out of bounds. He is shocked about how he's playing. That's encouraging for me because he knows that this is not who he is. He can't believe that he's missing things. Like the ball is rolling in and out on things. His shot is gone and cannot be found. It has its spurts. But also, like, they're continuing to win without him and continuing to be positive every single time he's out there because he has all these incredible players around him. So, like, right now, I feel like they're just buying time until he arrives. And when he arrives, I want him to stay. I just feel like every player goes through these spurts, and we've seen it with the Nuggets players where, you know, they're not making shots. They're not, you know, defending the entire time. They're not. Everything's not going their way, and you still have to try to get through it. And right now, he's trying to earn his stripes, and he's trying to find a way to still be impactful, even though he's going through it right now. We're not seeing a lot of rebounds. We're not seeing assists. I feel like he's fouling every single time that he's out there. Like, he's always in foul trouble, it feels like, because they kind of attack him. But he continues to, like, go through it, and his teammates seem to be supportive. Vogt just talked about it. It seems like the crowd is into it right now. So I think that everybody's just ready for Cam to pop. It's just now about getting out of your own head and doing those things.
Yeah. For as rough as it looked at times tonight, this was still a huge step in the right direction for Cam Johnson.
You think a huge step?
I think a significant step. He shot 2 of 5 from 3.
I mean, come on.
He has some open
He made
shots.
2
We're
threes.
squinting
That's
so
only
hard.
happened. We are squinting hard because that's how bad it's been. But I do think this was a big step in the right direction just because he hit a couple threes. Shot 3 of 10 overall, so not great. Had a little, you know, chemistry with Jokic here and there. But still, it's not quite there. And it's perplexing. It's confusing how it hasn't happened. I didn't think it was going to happen all the way this quickly. Like, I didn't think Cam Johnson was going to look like the perfect fit 7 games into the season.
Yeah.
But it's stunning that it looks as bad as it does. To Dev's point, I mean, it is really uptight. He is getting really frustrated at every little mistake. When he gets called for a foul, he's blowing up at the ref. And I think that's just an example of how frustrated he is about himself right now. So I do think it was a step in the right direction. I do think, you know, he's probably on his way to finding his groove. But it is nice that he can take these growing pains while you're still beating teams by double digits and the starters are still always in the plus.
Only played 23 minutes tonight. Tim Hardaway played 24. Bruce Brown played 27. So it's, you know, limited minutes. But I will say this, led the team in offensive rating tonight. Now, that's a random stat. Just means you were on the court when the team was scoring. But I don't think it's at that random because he does cut. Well, he's had like a really good backdoor cut tonight. That was the type of backdoor cut. Yeah, like CB gets a lot of these, but their flare screen slips. It's a little bit different because the defense is really not, they're not biting on the slip as much as they're biting on trying not to let Murray or somebody else come around off the screen and then you slip. That's why it works. Cam Johnson had one that was just like a route runner today where it looked like he was going for the handoff. Guy bit. He had a nice little layup. He screens well to set up a lot of the actions. Like the fact that Denver is still scoring with him on the court to me. When I was watching yesterday's game for an edition of the list that hopefully comes out tomorrow, when I was watching it, the thing that stood out was how seldomly the ball comes his way. You know, and sometimes
Well, there was a play tonight where Jokic had a wide open Cam Johnson in the corner and went to do a DHO with Tim Hardaway.
And I mean, I think those things are just kind of the rhythm or whatever it was, you know, how it goes. I don't think he's like looking a guy off. I just mean the Nuggets are scoring so easy that they're not getting that often to like secondary, third, fourth options or what have you, but they're still scoring really easy. That being said, he does look a little shook on his wide open. He had one of the he probably had the single widest open shot.
The top
he's
of
had.
the key one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most wide open he's been all year. Because you say open, 6 feet, whatever guy running out. This was one where like nobody was even running out.
He can't believe it.
He can't believe
I
it.
know.
Like,
Yeah.
that didn't fall either. And also,
Yeah.
where is everyone?
Why am I this open? It
really is.
Come guard me.
I'm telling you, it's like a mental thing. Like, I'm too open. Because, you know, like some guys need a guy running out them, or they're just so used to like having to work for your shot. When you go work out and you're playing at game speed, at no point are you thinking just catch and shoot the whole time.
But here's the deal, man. Jokic, 18 shots tonight. Jamal, 15. CB, 14. Aaron Gordon, 16. Tim Hardaway, 12. Cam Johnson, 10. He had the 6th most shots tonight. And some of it, I mean, again, he only played 23 minutes. But that is part of it is, does Denver have to run stuff for him, or does he just have to find out how to involve himself more? Or maybe neither. Maybe he really is not the new Michael Porter. He's the new KCP, and KCP just got the shots when they came to him. He never really thought about running stuff for him. And maybe that's kind of the texture of this team this year.
But I do wonder if maybe the most significant stat of his night was the 23 minutes. And like you said, Tim Hardaway played 24. Bruce Brown played 28. Cam Johnson did not play in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They closed this game with Tim Hardaway and Bruce.
Yeah. Well, some of this is Jokic checks into the game. Remember, because it wasn't like those guys were playing well before Jokic checked in. But Jokic checked in, they were just going to continue, and then it immediately starts working. And
but like if this game was tight,
what was working? Jokic.
If this game was tight in the fourth quarter, and they needed to put your best 5 out there, I bet it was Tim Hardaway tonight instead of him.
Yeah,
it was. We see it, and it was Bruce Brown.
Yep.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is playing really well, man. 18 points, 7 of 12. He's really shooting the ball at a great clip, and he just looks like. We've had veterans in the past, Justin Holiday or whatever, and people were like, yeah, he's just a vet. Tim Hardaway's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not a vet. He actually is still really good. I'm impressed with what we're seeing.
He has a green light that is just never turning yellow or red. Definitely not red. I mean, he gets his shots up. I mean, how many times did he shoot in this game? 12 times. That was, that's like starter level. And he's quickly developing, I feel like, a good chemistry with these guys. He knows.
I agree. That's a good take.
He knows where to be when Jamal Murray and Jokic are playing the 2-man game. He knows what spots to move to when, Jokic is about to get double teamed in the post. So he's catching on quick. He is a vet. He's a smart offensive player. He absolutely knows how to get to that little open space in the defense. And it's been awesome.
The one thing that stands out about Tim Hardaway Jr. is typically guys that are known as gunners and shoot the way that he does. That's all that they do. And it seems to be low IQ plays where they're just shooting the ball. Mm-hmm. His is like, he really is like learning where to be on the floor. But he already knows because he's played for so long. But he's played on like not good teams at all. He's played on good teams. He's been the guy that has to bring the spark only with his scoring at times. He's doing everything right now. He's playing, hard defense. He is good when it's nobody, with the bench unit, when he's getting to play with the starter. He knows how to adapt to every single player. And also every single time the ball finds him. Like he just is a player that the ball is going to be in his hands at all times and it gravitates to him. Like, he's running off of pin downs. He's always moving. And if there's young guys on a team and also young guys in the league, they need to observe like how he's working or how he's, playing. Julian Strawther can learn from how he's playing right now. Peyton Watson, like those young guys, because he really does know what he's supposed to be doing. He's truly a vet, but it's high IQ. And I'd never thought that I would say that with a Tim Hardaway Jr.
You know what I really like too, and they haven't gone to this, we don't have a huge data set on this, but I like Murray and Jokic, and then you swap out the role players. Put in Bruce, Peyton Watson, and Tim Hardaway Jr. because they're almost a bizarro version of the starters.
Yeah.
You have Tim Hardaway Jr., okay, that's your gunner. Bruce Brown, that's your two-way shooting guard, defensive guy. And then Peyton Watson is not Aaron Gordon in strength, but he is in just sort of athleticism. By the way, he had 2 blocks tonight, 10 rebounds. And so I kind of like it. And I wonder if that's what we settle on long term is it's like, yeah, that gives you like 40 minutes of really good play because you have those 3 guys and then you have these 3 guys. But Peyton Watson tonight, one thing he has been doing, his minutes have been weird. I thought he was going to handle the ball more this year. That was a preseason thing, it seems. It hasn't been that loud. But 10 rebounds tonight, he was like aggressive grabbing the boards. I love that from him.
Yeah. I will say in this game, and I think that at times they've been trying to put the ball in his hands to see if he could operate. His handle has been looking shaky a little bit right now. He really I feel like there was times today where they turned him over or guys leave because they're expecting him to be able to handle the pressure, and then it's a turnover. Or it's going the other way, but that's okay. Because
but I think you're talking mostly like the bringing the ball up handling,
for
right?
sure. That's handling pressure.
I agree, but my point is I think that is one thing, and it's certainly important. And if you can do that, you'll probably handle more. But I even mean more like pick and rolls,
for sure
in the half court.
In the half court set. And then also, I seen people that said that this was a mixed bag game from Peyton Watson. I don't think so at all. I think this was an incredible game for Peyton Watson to build on. You don't need to just be a scorer for you to be impactful on this team.
Yes.
This was a game that he had 10 rebounds. 10 rebounds. Is that a high?
It's a career high. Yep,
It's a
career
career
high.
10
high.
rebounds in 18
So
minutes
10 rebounds
from a
in 18
non-center.
And then he had 3 assists. So he's like playmaking. He's still making, things happen around him. And then he has the 2 blocks. And those are memorable plays in the game that like he's providing the spark. But you need those type of players. He needs to become that player because that's how you stick in this league. That's how you get an extra contract is when you become that. But he found himself in the right spots a lot of the times because he's now learning on the fly. You could see the maturity in his game this year, and this was a game that it looked like it all came together. You'll take the 0 for 4 tonight if he's playing with that much energy because when those shots start falling, say he has 2 for 4, 3 for 4. This looks like
that's the value
game.
add. Yeah,
this is a perfect game, and that's
and they win by 25 because that's what that means. He had a 79.5 defensive rating, or the Nuggets had a 79.5 defensive rating with him on. That was by far the best. That's 20 points, 14 points better than anyone else. And I think it kind of felt like that tonight because he was cleaning the glass and because the way they play, they just want to get to the rim, and he helped provided rim protection and containment.
Yeah. I mean, his rebounding was huge, especially because a lot of those rebounds were super contested. Especially on the defensive end, he got some rebounds over dudes on Miami. And then the blocks too. I mean, 2 blocks in this game. He's the only guy on the Nuggets who can block shots like that. Like he has a skill set that is super rare on the defensive end. And the Nuggets just don't have another guy like that. That's why it's so important for Peyton Watson to be a difference maker, when he checks in the game. The problem is the mistakes are just so loud, like the turnover, inbounding the ball against the press, just like
right away
out of bounds.
Man, I will say this about Peyton that is actually a sign that I don't love. A lot of his worst mistakes so far this season have come in the very first play he gets on the court.
Yeah,
you got to check it. Like it's something like with him, he might actually have to sit and think about like, hey, when I check in, I need to be locked.
Yeah, and look, I mean that's a tough situation. They don't have a point guard on the floor. He's just inbounding the ball, immediately double teamed right when you get in. And he turns it over. Like his mistakes are really loud, and that's why everybody notices him. But I mean, overall, this was a great game from him, I thought.
Yeah. The last guy to talk about before we kind of maybe go ATA a little bit, Christian Braun tonight almost had a triple-double, kind of. 11 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, ties a career high. He did not break it. He had that very early, but did not break it. He was a plus 14. He didn't shoot the ball well. 5 of 14. He was the guy that blew 3 Jokic highlights tonight.
Man.
Almost all of them at the rim. It was like, come on, man. So he didn't. He's not finishing at the rim the way the standard he's sort of set for himself. But everything else was great tonight, including the 7 assists.
Yeah, the 3-point shot was not great though. 0 of 3 from 3, and they were open. Like they usually are. But I think the 7 assists is just another point to what I've been saying about his season so far. Like he just has this chemistry with Jokic, this chemistry with the starters, where like he's just a basketball player, man. Like he just makes winning plays, and the 7 assists tonight are evident of that. The finishing around the rim hasn't quite been there so far this season. The shot has not been there. Defensively, I don't even know. Were the Nuggets good defensively in this game? They were in zone for so much. It's kind of tough to judge.
This is a hard game to judge.
It really was.
Defensive rating tonight, 105.7 overall, which is great.
The Heat ran really hot and cold. First half hot, second half really cold, especially Norman Powell. But I think tonight was just another example. Like Christian Braun, he's such a well-rounded player.
Denver might have climbed in the defensive standings tonight.
Oh, let's go. Are we up to 3rd now?
Let's see if we can check it out. The Nuggets, no. Denver fell to 7th after this one.
Come on.
Oh, no, they haven't updated it yet. They haven't updated the big standings. Can we do a little quick around the association?
I think we should.
Let's go around to the association. Presented by Fire on the Mountain.
Best wings in Denver, baby.
My goodness, man. Delicious.
They brought some into the office the other day.
Yeah, I ate like 8 of them.
Yeah, we were scarfing those down.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I feel accomplished by getting a sponsor for Around the Association right now.
Feels good.
This is my first time being on it with the Fire on the Mountain.
let's go.
I love me some wings. Fire on the Mountain. I can't wait till we take a boys trip.
We got to do it, man.
need to.
Let's do it Friday. Well, Friday, we got Friday before the game. It's a late game.
Okay.
Might have to do dinner.
Might have to.
It just
Might
makes
have
sense.
to.
We should do it. First up on the docket, we have the Pelicans versus the
That's where you start. You have to start there.
I have to.
You got to start
and Dallas
there.
Mavericks.
The best two teams in the NBA right now.
People thought that they were going to be a good team, the Mavericks. I know that people are out, but they have like fell to like one of the worst teams in the league right now, and they lose to the Pelicans, and that's a low's low. Like that, you going down to them, just they're not trying to win games. Cooper Flagg was their leading scorer today. They also benched Klay Thompson. D'Angelo Russell started this game. So things are...
Well, they need a point guard. I mean, honestly, is what it is.
Things aren't looking good over there. Max Christie's starting over him too. Like,
you're right.
There's just bad things happening over there. I just think that's worth talking about. If you lose to the Pelicans, people need to talk about you.
First of all, Pelicans, 2 games in a row now they won.
They're hot.
They're hot. They beat the
saving Willie Green's job.
The Hornets without LaMelo and now the Mavericks.
Yeah, I just can't do it. The Rockets are on a 5-game winning streak, and they extended. They beat the Memphis Grizzlies today. I mean, Kevin Durant's not even playing well for them over there right now, and they're still making it happen. Şengün had 20 points, 16 rebounds. Amen Thompson had 28 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. He almost had a triple-double, but he's shooting the ball a ton right now.
26 shots to get to 28 points is crazy.
It's pretty crazy. And also, I mean, everybody is looking around the league, and there's like stars that are disgruntled. Jamal Murray, he is like, I mean, he's pissed off right now. He's not playing well. Somehow he's getting worse every single year. It's crazy. Maybe it's time for a shakeup. Get him out of that hood in Memphis. The next one I have is the Knicks. The Knicks get the win over the Minnesota Timberwolves. I feel happy when the Timberwolves lose. There are a lot of teams that I feel happy when they lose, and this is one of them.
4-4.
They got blitzed in this game. Julius Randle led them with 32 points. Anthony Edwards did not have a good game. He went 5 for 13 from the field.
This was his first game back, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this was his first game back. By the way, here's my thing. He was supposed to be out a little bit longer, you know?
I know, yeah.
But they're playing in the Garden. And
Garden.
I have a feeling he might have been like, no, I'm fine. I want to play. And it's like, hey, man, don't do this to yourself.
The Garden.
Just sit for a little bit. They actually
It's
need
the
him
Garden
right now,
depth.
so it's a little bit different. But yeah, OG had 25 points. Jalen Brunson had 23 points. But yeah, people want to play in that Garden, the Garden every single time. The Celtics win over the Washington Wizards. The main thing in this one is Jaylen Brown has decided to put something in his hair, and it's rubbing off on every
No, he
single
shaved
person.
it. You not see?
No. A new thing happened today.
No way. There was a new scandal?
A new one happened today. He did the same thing where he rubbed across everybody it was a lot of the young guys. They all come over like,
Wait, how
they're in on it. Yes, they did it. And he's
I don't think he can come back.
He's
from
actually
this, man.
joking on Twitter.
Hey, I was going to say, I think he's into it.
He's joking on Twitter. He said, man, AI is getting crazy. It's getting out of hand right now.
That's not even a funny joke.
But I don't know. It's pretty funny. That's pretty good. This is a scandal happening right now. And I'm glad we're all getting to witness it. Like, get rid of the Beijing.
Dude, you're right.
It.
Jalen Brown strikes again.
He's striking.
Oh my God.
It's the black hairspray is crazy. Like, leave that for Carlos Boozer. You don't need to join this. This is crazy. He called it the hairgate. There's a lot things.
How is
happening.
he still doing it?
He even made it a thing where he went and shaved it.
I
claimed that
know.
he shaved it off. And no, he's still doing it.
Bro.
The Brooklyn Nets.
Do you think he just tried to get like a more expensive, nicer one and it still rubbed off?
Yeah, he's
like
gonna,
he was getting the $50, now he's getting the $100 and it's still not working.
He's going to become a spokesman for one of these little.
Oh,
like,
you're
shaken
right.
eyes.
This
He's gonna
is
have
a long
huge deal.
con
It's a
for
long
that.
con.
God damn it.
No, man. You don't embarrass yourself like this to get to that point, man. You just don't do it. That's crazy.
Dude, his last tweet, so he tweeted, AI is getting out of hand tonight with that highlight. His last tweet before that, October 28th, his live stream of getting his haircut.
Wait, is it AI?
No, it's not AI.
No.
It's real. Okay.
It's real.
Yes, it's real. It's real.
All right.
Michael Porter Jr. picks up his first win as a Brooklyn Net, and he had a damn good game.
He was shooting that
He
thing.
had 32 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. Like, we didn't see that type of stuff like that. He 4 of 11
Leading the
from
Nets in
beyond the arc.
assists.
But, I mean, congrats to him. He got himself a dub. And also, Cam Thomas is out right now. He only played 5 minutes.
Oh,
That's
That
what
means-
this is time to shine,
that
man.
means Michael
go.
Porter Jr. is about to have the greenest light you've ever seen. It's just about to be crazy.
He looks genuinely happy, man. It's kind of cool to see him get his buckets up and make it
wanted this.
10 of 20. 32 points on 20 shots. That's efficient.
Yeah, this one is like not big, but Pistons beat the Utah Jazz. Walker Kessler's out for the year.
Bro, you guys don't know how good that Jazz team was.
You're right, I don't.
They got
I mean, what could have been?
I'm telling you, what
We'll
could have been.
never know.
We'll never know. They also benched Filipowski, who I think is kind of good.
How could they do that?
Yusuf Nurkic. I forgot he was with the Jazz. He has 17 rebounds.
Kevin Love's on that team.
Forgot that was happening.
I like that they've been, whatever. I was going to talk trash about Nurkic, whatever.
Cleveland Cavaliers beat up on the Philadelphia 76ers 132 to 121. They're not even in the West. I love when the Sixers lose. I'm not going to lie to anybody. I truly love it.
So they have the most interesting thing here. They have developed an identity right now around Maxey and their guards that dribble drive. And I think it works, especially in the East, it gets you there. All Embiid has to do is come in and not screw it up. You think he's capable of that?
It's not in his blood.
He didn't play tonight. But I'm telling you, all it's going to take for them to be a contender in the East is Embiid to say, you know what, I'm Maxey's sidekick this year.
Sure.
Set some screens, post up when I can, but let me just make his life easy. And I honestly don't know if he's going to do it.
They had 27 points from Quentin Grimes, your guy, and Tyrese Maxey, and that just
Edge comes.
they
up.
could have it. Donovan Mitchell had 46 points in this one. He said that a little kid was talking trash about him online, so he dedicated this game to saying he hasn't had a highlight in a long time.
That's great.
46 points. That's a crazy one. And then to finish off the night, the Lakers are up 106 to 104. The Spurs are up 106-104. To the Lakers. Also, the Thunder are losing right now with 36 seconds left.
No way.
To the Trailblazers.
Oh, Blazers are good, man.
36 seconds left.
Oh,
but
wow.
also,
Was Chauncey just
No, don't do that. Don't do it. Russell Westbrook picked up another triple-double.
Did he?
Picked up another triple-double.
Rested?
Was he
Thought we
just
stopped seeing
betting the
those days. 23 points, 16 rebounds, 10 assists. He's back to playing like crazy again. He's everywhere on the court. They're running around him. Everything is just operating. Dominique Clifford also got the start.
Bro, the end of the year, it's going to be Russ and John Morant starting backcourt for the Sacramento Kings.
Dude, the Kings are the perfect team to trade for John Morant. How
that's
have I not thought
crazy.
of that?
Wembanyama, by the way, tonight, with the end of 5 minutes to go in the game, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block.
D-line backed off his take too soon.
He really did, man.
Too soon.
And if you want to look at why the Trailblazers are playing so well, Advia is actually getting the ball now. He's getting to play.
That guy's saucy.
Incredible.
He almost has a triple-double tonight.
Jeez,
he still has,
double right
he still
now.
has
Soundboard
opportunity.
double. Yeah. Oklahoma City just scored again with 7 seconds left. Man.
117,
Should we
119.
do a watch along?
Let's do some super chats.
Let's do some super chats. We got the Fox Prince. I
Downstairs.
love to see us mobbing the glass on both ends of the floor like that with 21 offensive rebounds and THJ's yoink and yeet buzzer beater was a masterpiece.
It was a yoink and
What
yeet
a fun
buzzer
game
beater.
to watch at the DNVR bar.
I wonder if I met Fox Prince today.
Cliche watch. Podcasters on a string tonight.
On a
Yes,
string.
we are.
Let's
Man,
go.
we had that thing on a string.
Josh Burnett from Down Under. I fear death less than I do Nikola Jokic retiring.
I know. I didn't like how Vogt let in tonight with his you better like it, because it's gonna be gone. Let's not talk about it.
118, 119, 7 seconds left. They might be at the.
If OKC pulls this out, I'm gonna be so annoyed.
It's going to be a SGA foul call.
Draws a 3 at the end.
At 5-5-5-5-5-ish, Jokic and AG too big versus the Heat. 29
Agreed.
bench threes down, only 526.
We're making no progress.
Till 555. Every bench nugget is good. Bruce Brown, THJ, P-SWAT, Big Science.
Big
9
science,
real guys.
huh? Big science.
Michael Porter Truther. Onsen plays like Mike, but small and with self-esteem.
Can I tell you
that
something?
feels personal.
Can I tell you something? Kind of.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
actually kind of does.
That's pretty crazy.
THJ is Mike with 10 beers confidence. That was good.
Right now,
Let Tim start. A Jokic should be 30-15-15. Goat. Oh, like a Jokic?
Oh, I see. 30, 15, and 15 should be called a Jokic.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dude's crazy.
Con Grog, I wanted a Cam John game, but instead we got yet another Cameron Johnson professional basketball player game. A lot of the season left to get through. Salute. Matt Kaczynski.
I'm a guy from high school, man.
Shout out Matt. I think he went to my high school too.
Everybody had him.
Diz. Heat versus Nuggets. What is this, my damn micro?
Let's go.
He's back.
All right, see you next
Haha. All right, see y'all next year. Wait, we played twice.
year. We got another game coming up.
Maybe he meant in 2026.
Oh, it must be.
Jamal wasn't lying about having a good October.
November.
Really, really,
November.
he first said having a good November is what he wanted.
You know what? He's trying, guys. I'm not doing this to Jamal because at least he's trying. He's hobbled, I think.
Michael Porter Truther again. I'll remove Onsen Hex if Win gets MPJ's Jesus tag. Crazy request.
Yeah,
Hit that outro music.
You can keep the Onsen.
We got to get a good Cam game, man. Friday would be a
I
good-
might have to get a
gonna
tap.
happen. It's happening on Friday.
Hopefully an episode of the list dropping tomorrow, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button on the way out.
We all silly like the mayor.